Genesis 12 verse 2. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. Verse breakdown. 1. I will make of thee a great nation. This is not Abram's ambition. It is God's initiative. Abram is old, childless, and geographically uprooted. The promise contradicts visible reality. God defines greatness here in terms of divine purpose, not immediate numbers or power. Nationhood starts with obedience, not evidence. 2. I will bless thee. Blessing comes from God, not from location, family background, or personal strategy. The blessing is comprehensive, spiritual, relational, and generational. It also implies protection and divine favor, not a trouble-free life. 3. And make thy name great. This stands in direct contrast to Babel, Gen 11:4, where people tried to make a name for themselves and failed. God elevates names. Humans who self-promote collapse. True recognition is the byproduct of obedience, not self-branding. 4. And thou shalt be a blessing. This is the core of the verse. Blessing is not an endpoint but a responsibility. God's pattern is always receive-release. Any blessing that stops with you is incomplete. Sermon. Blessed to become a blessing. Genesis 12 verse 2 marks a turning point in Scripture. God narrows his redemptive plan from all humanity to one man, not because Abram is special, but because Abram is willing. First, notice the order. God calls Abram before Abram becomes great. Obedience precedes expansion. Many want greatness without movement, blessing without surrender, and legacy without sacrifice. God does not negotiate here. He promises, but Abram must move. Second, God promises blessing but not comfort. Abram leaves familiarity, security, and cultural identity. Divine blessing often requires displacement. If your faith has never cost you anything, it is likely superficial. Third, God makes Abram's name great, but only after Abram stops trying to build his own future. This is a critical correction for our time. Self-promotion is loud. God promotion is lasting. What God establishes does not need defending. Finally, the purpose of all this is clear. You shall be a blessing. This is not optional. God does not bless people merely to improve their lifestyle but to impact others. When blessing becomes private instead of purposeful, it turns into pride. Genesis 12 verse 2 teaches us that God's promises are not rewards for perfection but invitations to partnership. God supplies the promise. Faith supplies the obedience. Prayer. Abba Father, you are the one who calls and the one who fulfills. I acknowledge that every true blessing comes from you, not from my effort alone. Help me to trust your promises even when circumstances contradict them. Give me the courage to obey when you call me to move, to change, or to let go. Remove the desire to make a name for myself, and replace it with a hunger to glorify you. Bless me not for my comfort, but for your purpose. Use my life, my resources, and my influence to bless others. Let what you place in my hands never stop with me. I choose obedience over fear and faith over familiarity. In Yahushua's name, Shalom, Selah.